I was actually traveling with my husband, and I was having various hearing losses ringing in my ears. All of a sudden, I could not move. My whole world was spinning at a very extreme high speed. I couldn't even open my eyes. It was debilitating. And that's when I made contact with Dr. Dimplewolf. He thought that I had, it's called Ménière's disease. At that point, I had an audiology test done with Angie Jenkins.
When Deb arrived at PCI, she was here for a lot of things, but mostly hearing loss and also vertigo. She had some things that needed to be addressed by the physician, but I was able to test her before she saw the doctor. And her hearing loss at that time was pretty significant, and it required a little bit more attention to her vertigo and addressing that. And then once that issue was resolved, then a hearing aid was an option for her. When we bring a patient back, we bring them into the booth. We can determine if they have fluid, if they have perforation, and then we can also determine what their hearing level is.
We determined that I was obviously a candidate for hearing aids.
I went through styles, technology, prices, and made my recommendations based on her hearing loss. She did decide to get hearing aids in both years, and she did really well with them. The hearing aids that we dispense are all digital.
She did the molds. She called me. She's always been very accommodating with me. Anytime I needed adjustments, she would find time to see me. I went in, sat across from her. We put them in. She showed me how to take care of them, and then she programmed them like we thought we might want them to be. I walked out the door. We have a little convertible. I went out, the top was down. I just sat in the car, and I just said, wow. I said to myself, wow.
To have patients like Deb be very articulate about how their hearing aids have been, and also how well she's done, it really makes me feel like, okay, hearing aids do help, people. And there's been so much bad stigma with hearing aids that when you get a patient that is very successful with them, it does make your job a lot easier.
I really feel like Angie is very knowledgeable, knows what she's talking about, and doing recommendations are very good, and she's like a friend.
We have a very good support here at PCI with our physicians. Our ENT doctors support us very well. We also have the physician support. We may not have to have the hearing aid cost be so high for that reason versus an independent place that may have to have the cost higher.
The facility is wonderful. The coffee shop's great. It's clean. Everybody's been very friendly, helpful.
My goal is to get them back into life and get them into interactions with their family and friends so that they can enjoy the sounds of life because they're not hearing them.
You don't realize how much you're not hearing until all of a sudden you hear it.